What's going on, good people? Welcome back to my channel. All right, so today I got a quick one on LeBron James and the whole exit from the NBA playoffs. This one's coming a little bit late, but my whole thoughts on this is I believe the NBA, I mean, like I said about about the NFL and all, I believe that all these sports games are rigged and fixed and they're nothing more than entertainment, WWE styles that are, pre-forecasted for us, and the consumers just eat it up as something that's legit, and they go out and bet money on it. But all the wins, I believe, are already predetermined. And I believe that LeBron cost himself a championship this season with his statements that he made about the NBA play-in. Now, we'll get into the video, and then I will explain exactly what I mean by this.
If I'm not, 100% close to 100%, it don't matter, where we land, so, that's my mindset. And, if this happens to, we end up at 6th or 5th or whatever the case may be, or if we end up in the, the playoff, whatever that thing is, whoever came up with that need to be fired. But whatever.
All right, so you guys have seen that video. I'm sure you've seen it before. And LeBron coming out against the NBA like that, talking about whoever came up with the play-in scenario ought to be fired, is not a good look, considering he is considered the face of the NBA and somebody who one day, aspires to be an owner. It's basically him coming out and slapping the faces of all the owners and the commissioner, because they all voted on this and it was a unanimous decision for it. And for him to come out and say that whoever came up with this should be fired is not only an indictment to the person who came up with it, but an indictment on all the owners and the commissioner who unanimously agreed to this. So it's like biting the hand that feeds you. You cannot do that. And I believe that the powers up, the powers that be, decided, all right, we got to rein this guy in and put him in his place. So he unceremoniously was kicked out of the playoffs. And to make it even more of an egregious attack on him, this was the first time he had been bounced out of the first round by a team in Phoenix. It was an up-and-coming team that had no business beating a LeBron James-led team with or without Anthony Davis. So I believe that LeBron was being sent a message saying, you will not buck the system in this manner. We allow you to do many things and speak out on many different things. This was not one of them. Know your place, stay in your lane. And if you take a look at the next clip here with Skip Bayless talking about it, he says it right away too. You cannot say this because the owners agreed on this unanimously. So LeBron sealed his own fate. That's all I got for this one. You guys check out the hateful Skip Bayless talking some kind of logic finally. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.
And so he just couldn't contain himself. And it's whoever came up with that should be fired, right?
Right.
And you can't say that because it worked. All of a sudden, it became painfully aware to LeBron that, wait a second, we're in the mix for the play-in, and it's also possible we won't even make the playoffs if we continue at this rate. So he dismisses it, and yet, as a quasi-owner, he has to understand that the owners voted on this. Adam Silver voted on this unanimously.